Welcome to Yoga for You. With your host, Anna Del Rosal, certified yoga teacher. Yoga is not a substitute for medical attention, examination, diagnosis, or treatment. Please check with your doctor before beginning any exercise regimen, especially if you recently had surgery, are pregnant, or postnatal. If at any moment something doesn't feel right, please stop. It's important to listen to your body. I will provide detailed instruction as you move in and out of poses to ensure your safety. If you have any questions, contact your local yoga teacher or studio. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed day. Welcome to Yoga for You, Anna. Today's session, we're going to work on just opening up the front of the chest and the back of the shoulders. So just creating more space in our chest and our shoulders and chest. So we're going to start with laying on our backs, but I want you to take the edge of your mat. And if you've just been using a towel, you can roll up your towel. And I just want you to roll that up nice and tight. And I want you to have it so it's like 3 inches. And hold that, and you're going to actually come to lay on your back. So, and you're going to have this like underneath your women for bra strap, for men like that, just below your diaphragm. So you're just going to come and lay down. Extend your arms out. You can have your legs straight, knees bent, knees together if you want. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. So this is a really gentle chest opener. And do all of that sitting that we do, the driving, being at a computer, that curling forward that we do to look into our phone, or the rounding to the shoulders. So inhaling fully, you feeling your belly rise, and then exhaling completely. And just really allowing your body to rest into the floor. And take about 5 more breaths here. So maybe you can sip in a little bit more air. And just feeling the ribs expand, even the clavicles expand. Good. Take 2 more full breaths. And 1 more full breath here, please. Good. And if your legs are straight, bend your knees. And you're just going to roll to one side. And come up to sit. So just coming up to sit, finding a comfortable cross-legged seat. And bring your arms out in front of you. This is called eagle arms. And actually, you take your right arm and cross it in on top of your left. And either you can hold on to the back of the shoulders here, the back of the right arm. That's one option. Or you can wrap the elbows, wrap the forearms, wrap the hands. So that's the other option. And wherever you are, I want you to think of softening the shoulders down. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit. So softening the shoulders down, but lifting the elbows up. So now you feel as if the shoulder blades are moving apart. The other option here would be to hug yourself. And breathe into the back of the ribs. Take 2 more breaths. Good, and 1 more breath. Good. And now you're just going to twist away from that top arm. So if your right arm is on top, you're twisting to the left. So you're feeling that left shoulder blade, your right shoulder blade moving away from the spine. So I'm going to turn to my back so you can sort of see what's happening. So as I twist to the left, that right shoulder blade moves away. It's really opening up the space between the shoulders here, especially that right one and the spine. Take another full breath. Good, and then come back through center and just release your arms for a moment. And just notice the difference here between the two sides. Maybe roll the shoulders, and then we'll do the other side. So take your arms out, take your left arm on top. You can just hold that tricep here, or if you want, bring that right arm underneath and bend the elbows. Now wrap the forearms, wrap the hands. And again, soften the shoulders down your back, but lift the elbows. And breathing into the upper back, especially sitting tall. You can stand up if sitting is too much, or sit on a chair if you start rounding your back here. Good, 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Good, and this time you're twisting to the left. So that left shoulder blade, you're twisting to your right. So that left shoulder blade is moving away from the back. Good, take 2 more breaths. Good, and then come back through center. Release the arms, shake it out, and then come onto your hands and knees, please. So, onto your hands and knees. Hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Inhale, lift your chest for cow. And I want you here, as you lift your chest, take a pause, but think of pressing down to the heels of the hands and almost like isometrically dragging the heels of the hands towards your knees, so you open up the chest a little bit more. And then exhale, round, push the floor away, and really separate the shoulder blades here. Let your chin drop. So inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, round. Good, 3 more times, inhaling. So now just creating this flexion movement through the spine. Good, 2 more times, inhaling. And exhaling. And 1 more inhale. And exhale. Good, come into neutral here. And we're going to come into thread the needle. So take your right arm up. Inhale that right arm up. And then exhale, slide your right hand down between the left hand, left knee. And you're going to come onto that back shoulder blade. Let your head rest. You can stay here or take your left arm and wrap it behind you. And just take a couple of breaths here. So opening up again to the back of the shoulder. And 1 more breath. And then release the hand, press that hand down, come back to 4s. Just inhale, lift your heart for a moment, and exhale, push the floor away. And then come back into neutral. Now we're going to do the other side. So now take that left arm up, open up, and then exhale, slide that left hand down between the right wrist, the right knee. You can stay here or take your arm back behind you. And breathe. So just trusting and letting yourself rest into this pose. And you want the side of the head, the back of the arm on the floor. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more full breath. Good, and then release the arm. Press down through both hands. And you're going to come up to stand however you need to get there. and actually come into a forward fold. So your feet are hip width apart. Interlace your hands behind your back. Try to press the heels of the hands together and fold over. You can bend the elbows to keep that, but keep your chest open here as you bow. Bend the knees if you need to. Good. 3 more breaths. And let your head be heavy. This is part of letting that neck and shoulder area release. Oftentimes we're looking forward, and that's just creating more tension in our neck. Good. Take one more breath. Good. And then release your hands, bend your knees, and roll up. Come all the way up to stand. And close your eyes here for a moment. Allow your tailbone to lengthen. The lower belly lifts. And just feel how it feels to be in your body right now. Take one more breath. And I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to just do some toe raises with lifting the arms up. So your feet are hip width apart. Press down through all 10 toes and the balls of the feet. You're going to inhale, lift your heels, lift your arms, and then exhale, lower. And again, inhale, hug up through the inner thighs as you lift your arms. Come up onto your heels and exhale, lower. Good. Allow your arms to move freely, inhaling, coming right up onto your toes, and exhaling, lowering down. Good. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. The arms up. Hug the legs towards each other. And then exhale, lower. Good. Nice job. Separate your feet hip width apart. Not hip width. 3 to 4 feet apart. Make sure your toes are in the same line and your toes are slightly turned in. Inhale. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold. So inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold over your legs. And grab your ankles or your toes. And then inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. So the shoulders move away from the ears. And again, let your head drop here so you can get that release of the thoracic, the neck. And use your arms to draw you into your legs. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Good. And then inhale, look up halfway. You're going to bend your right knee. Take your left hand to your right ankle and the right hand on top of that, and then just draw yourself forward into this pose. Again, our tendency here is to let those shoulders move up to the ears, move them away from the ears, and let your head drop. And then use your arms to draw you into this pose. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And 1 more full breath. And then just staying low, you're going to straighten that right leg, bend the left. And now the right hand grabs that left ankle first, and then the left hand on top. And again, just bow into the pose. And again, make sure there's space between the ears and the shoulders. And breathe. So every time we come into the pose, just settle in, find your breath, and find where you can just be comfortable, even in the awkwardness. 1 more breath here, please. Good, and then walk your hands back through center. Hands to hips, inhale, come all the way up to stand. Okay, warrior 2. So bend that right knee and have that right heel in line with the left arch, arms out to the side. And you're going to bend your left elbow. And one choice is either just to grab that left elbow with the right hand, or if you can reach around and grab your fingertips, feel free. I'm just going to stay here. So have that knee bent, and that right knee's opening to the right. Now you're squaring your chest towards your screen or to the edge of the long edge of your mat. Lift the belly in. Good. Take 2 more breaths. One more full breath, please. Good. From here, you're just going to hinge forward to the right. That right forearm comes to your thigh. Keep this left hand behind you. So try not to sink into this right shoulder, but you're lifting out of here, lifting out of that shoulder, so that you're not dropping all of your weight into this right leg and that right arm, but really pressing down to the feet and rolling your chest open here. Good. Take 2 more breaths. One more full breath, please. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand. Press into that right foot. Release the left arm. Parallel your feet for a moment. Close your eyes. And just notice the difference between that left and right side. Good. And then we're going to switch our feet to the short edge of the mat. Right foot slightly turns in. Bend that left knee. First warrior 2. Take your arms out. Now bend that right elbow and place that right hand behind your shoulder blades, and then take the right elbow with the left hand. And your shoulders are in line with your hips, so you're not leaning, turning forward. But imagine that, or just start to feel that your shoulders are directly over your hips. Belly draws in. And you can lean back a little bit into your hands. I get a little bit more of an opening through the shoulders, the pecs. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. Okay. And the next exhale, hinge forward. Take your left forearm to your thigh. So you're resting this arm here. There's not a lot of weight that's dropping in, because I want you to think of using your side body, your legs to keep you upright. Then roll your chest open. So if you feel the shoulder creeping up to the ear, find length in that left arm and shoulder. Good. Take 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand. Parallel your feet. Toe heel your feet in. We're going to come back onto your backs for a bridge pose. So laying down. Your knees are bent, feet are hip width apart, arms by your side. Press into your feet. You're going to inhale, lift your tailbone, and then slowly curl up, lifting your hips. Inhale here, and exhale, roll down. So we'll move through this for 3 more times, and the 4th one you'll hold. So you exhale, scoop your tailbone. Keep exhaling as you roll your hips up, roll your spine up, press down through your arms. Inhale here. And then exhale, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. So really connect the outer shoulders, the arms. Inhale. Exhale, scoop up. So using your breath here to move. Inhale fully at the top. And then exhale, slowly roll down. Press down through your arms, your triceps. Good. Last one, moving through it. So scoop the tailbone and roll up. Press down through your feet. Inhale, lift. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down. Good. Last one. This time you're going to hold it up there. So curl up. Press into your arms. You can keep your arms by your side, or you can wiggle your shoulders underneath you and interlace your hands. But keep that tailbone lengthening to the front of the room. Press down through your upper shoulders. And you should feel as if your neck vertebrae are floating in space here. So there's no pressure on the neck. Good. Take 2 more breaths. One more full breath. And then release the arms. Slowly roll down. Hug the knees in. And just gently rock side to side here. You can straighten the legs as well. Just counter balance to that back bend. And knees in, forehead to knees. Just curl up into a little ball. And then extend your legs. Lay back down. Allow your feet to, so feet flop open, arms by your side here. And this is your rest pose. So there's no effort. Just allow yourself to drop in. Allow yourself to just be in this moment. Just relaxing completely. If you feel like you want to hang out here longer in your Shavasana, please do so. This is where a lot of the just balancing takes place. But if you're ready to move, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Extend your arms overhead. And then again, just hugging your knees into your chest. Rolling to one side. And coming up to sit. So hands to prayer, please close your eyes for a moment. And just take this second to think of one thing that you're grateful for. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in.